At a dinner party with Barbara Lynn Jamieson. This is incredible, right? This is so in the moment. It is so great to have you here this morning. I'm really excited to be here. Welcome to the Kentucky Opera Center for Cultural Health. It's a phenomenal space. A lot of magic is happening here this holiday season. I kind of tease a little bit about All Is Calm. I can't wait to tell you about it. But first and foremost, with Barbara Lynn Jamieson, Kentucky Opera General Director and CEO. Thank you for inviting us in. I'm saying this truthfully, it is such a magical space.
It's fun. It's fun to see how it can transform to so many different things. So I'm so happy to have you here.
This has been a really cool journey because let's start kind of like with where we are, because I feel like this is really unique to what opera does around the country. You're doing something very different by having this phenomenal space. Kind of talk about where we are and how this not only serves as a stage for performances, but how it's really bringing the community together here.
Yeah, I think we often think of, we actually, I don't think we know what opera is a lot of time when we think about what opera is, but Kentucky Opera is very much about serving this community. We don't bring touring shows through, and we use local talent that you're going to hear from today, and we really do feel that we have a commitment and obligation to connect our communities here around storytelling that we can share the meaning of those and learn more about each other and create a more empathetic, compassionate community. And here we are in downtown, where so many different communities come together, and in a space that doesn't feel so, I mean, it's nice to dress up and go to the opera, but it's sometimes not to feel like you can just walk into a space and feel like you can engage with art.
And I think it kind of makes you feel more comfortable in a different way, that you can understand the story, get to know it, understand why it's important to have so much local talent and bring children here as well. You've been here, what now, is it 2 years?
Well, we started moving in 2 years ago, but we opened it to the public just 1 year ago.
Oh, wow.
So we've been working with our kids. You mentioned kids programs. We've got a youth opera project that meets here on Monday after school, and they're putting together an opera. We've got a lot of community programs that come in here. We've got other nonprofits that use this space when they need extra space, because we know space is sometimes hard to find for large groups. So we just love having this space and being able to share it to help build community.
Right, and that has been probably one of your great joys here, is as the general director here, to be able to share this space as an arts leader and say, come into our space, use it how you want. It just makes you a creative partner in every sense of the word.
Yeah, I think true friends share things, right? And we definitely feel like we want to be a true friend to our community. And this is something we're very fortunate to have. Our board has been very supportive, helped us find this amazing space, and we just love being able to share it and being able to have so many cool things in here. Our community partners come in, and we've been talking about how opera can connect to a community, and sometimes we think it's disconnected and something of the past and a sort of an archaic art form that you have to learn to appreciate. But we're looking at it through a really common, modern lens of what do stories say to us when we can realize the humanity in each story that still exists today.
You've chosen a particularly powerful story, I think, for this upcoming holiday production, All Is Calm. Our set kind of, as you know, where we are right now, it feels like we've stepped back into 1914. Like, kind of bring us to kind of a little bit about the production and the space as well.
Well, this will be our second holiday production in this space. We opened just a year ago, and that was our very first one, Gift of the Magi, last year. One was a very different construction, so if people came to that one, they're going to see that this setup in this hall now is very different from that one than that one was. This one is
Isn't it remarkable too how just this space can transform so much? I was here last year for it, and I'm like, whoa, this is totally different. Like, you wouldn't think that it could transform in such a way, but it can.
Yeah, I love that, and that's what we do in theater. We usually take a black theater, we take a stage, and we turn it from an empty stage with a black wall to a castle or a forest. It's what we do. So we just treat this as our big stage and invite people into basically the stage to watch with us. And this story, All Is Calm, has another really important message, and we didn't even realize how relevant it might be. But to have different perspectives and to be able to come together and just celebrate each other's humanity is a really important part of creating that healthy community. We feel that this really aligns with our mission.
What's really unique about this, it's based on true events.
It is.
And documents and letters that have been collected from family members, and we're hearing those actual letters from the front lines.
Yeah, these singers, actors, performers will actually speak the words of these soldiers that were fighting on the front lines and experience this Christmas truce against their orders to do so. But knew that it was, and these spontaneous truces just popped up all along the front lines that Christmas.
Another exciting thing that's happening with this one, because you don't have enough to do. You've decided to take on the role as also conductor for All Is Calm.
I am
Barbara.
going to be conducting this, yes, in my spare time, my copious spare time.
Good luck with that.
I thought that I would, take a look at a score.
But how exciting creatively to take that on.
I'm really thrilled to. I have a history. I was always an artist first and foremost. I was trained as an artist and a musician, and I always, it's hard to separate who I am from that. But I do a lot of CEO work and an artist. I'm the artistic director as well. But I really did want to do this one. I have a connection to a cappella music. I love a cappella music, and this will have no orchestra with it. This is just men's voices sung as it would have been on the front lines without any instrumental accompaniment. And so I really felt like this was a good time to do this.
Definitely.
Really what I wanted to do.
And creatively to step into that for you. It just had to feel so rewarding to do that, and to, I think it just shows more of your multifaceted roles here with Kentucky Opera.
And many general directors do this. There are some that are stage directors. Morris Baumhart, our founder, he often conducted shows here, so it's not uncommon that general directors would do something like this. But it is difficult in these times to pull away from that work. We know that theaters are having a hard time, and opera companies are having a hard time, and orchestras are having a hard time coming out of the pandemic, but really felt like connecting with the art will keep us all, is what is going to keep us all strong. That's why we're here.
It shows your level of passion.
That's why we're here.
For the opera and for this production in particular.
Yeah.
So I know that the first two performances are already sold out.
They are. They are sold out.
So get your tickets now while you can.
Yeah, there are 3 performances that are still not sold out yet, but they are selling pretty quickly. So I do hope people will get their tickets quickly.
Definitely. Well, we can't wait to kind of explore all the facets of this production and all the things that are even beyond this coming up in the future, because there are exciting things happening with Kentucky Opera to wrap up the season in the winter and in the spring. So for those tickets, get those while you can. Please just go to kyopera.org. We'll stay with